for Facebook as well. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing great. This is a Success Saturday Zoom, and I'm here with my fearless crew. This is an opportunity overview Zoom. I wanted you guys to kind of see a little sneak peek before you join. And so I have a lot of my team members on here today. It's exciting to see everybody here. We haven't had a Zoom for a little while, so it's a little bit of a pause in our little, I guess you could say, community. So it's always great to see everybody coming back and coming online here. What I wanted to talk about here today was automation, okay? And so I know everybody's busy, and I appreciate everybody coming out here today. I know for myself, we've been doing back-to-back events. We went to a ball game last night. I love baseball. I actually was really into sports when I was younger. And so I'm getting into going to more and more sports again. So last night we got to see the Arizona, was it Diamondbacks? Yeah, sometimes I get confused, but it was the Diamondbacks and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, so if anyone loves baseball, it was really great to be in there in that huge stadium. And all I could think of was this Zoom here today, because I thought, well, you know, all these people, they rush, they hurry home, and then they hurry to get to the stadium. And they're like sweating just to get there because they just got out of a 9-to-5. And here I am thinking, what an amazing decision that I made 35 years ago to be self-employed. To think that those people, what, 20, 50, I don't know how many thousands of people were in there, and they're all like controlled by, do I have to punch in today? Can I leave early to get to this ball game? You know? So the topic for today, I kind of thought, well, let's take it from the standpoint of the decision that you have to make for your life. Do you want to be home with your kids? Do you want to be able to take off anytime you want? Right? These are the things that you probably think of on a day-to-day basis. I know I do. And again, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that chance that I took. And I believe it's actually a chance. It's by choice that you're here, but I don't take it lightly. So I want you guys to think that, listen, this system here, 4 years I've had this system. I relaunched it this year in February, and I added another layer, another level, and a couple more automated products to it. And I thought, wow, this is just incredible, because ever since I relaunched in February, we've been busier than ever. And so why was I personally holding back for $1,000 level? I don't know. I mean, I always thought, geez, it's just going to be easier to get those automated sales coming in 200, 300. But as soon as we added the 500 and the 1,000 level, I don't know, Rob, I don't know about you, but we really have been that busy. You know, we've seen these sales coming in. And when I say busy, I mean the actual sales have increased. Okay. So the cool part about Get Fearless Freedom that you're here to learn about here today is I follow up with your leads. And I just did that. Now, who on here got an email to come onto the Zoom? We're going to prove that this is very automated. I didn't come to you. I didn't announce it at a I have to turn my phone off. I get texts all the time. I did not announce, you know, I didn't have to go to a huge stadium and say, hey, let's send it out and get 30 people on the Zoom, right? I send it through email, through my email portal. So that's step one. I want you guys to know that that's very automated for my members. I didn't want my members to have to figure out, how do I put an email together? How do I send it out to my prospects? I didn't want that. So when we did the relaunch, we put the email portal in the back office. So how many people here, by the show of 7, the number 7, you can put in, how many people here got the email to come on today? I just would like to see a poll, if you guys can share. So you obviously can see that the system itself works. This is my email portal. So this is one of the softwares that I use on a day-to-day basis in order to get the word out, in order to share Get Fearless Freedom. So have you ever been to obviously a movie? There's movies right now going around on Facebook and saying, hey, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Well, that's sort of what we do here with Get Fearless Freedom. We share images and we share, hey, you can make $200, $500, $1,000 with Get Fearless Freedom. Okay. And believe it or not, that is it. That's literally the cost to get in here. So don't worry. You can sit back and relax. Today's a free Zoom. You don't have to sign up if you don't want to, but if you do want to sign up, obviously on Monday, we do our paid Zoom meetings, which means on Monday, I'm going to have a special Zoom to make sure you guys understand the email, the details of the email portal, and also how to post ads. That's all we do. We post ads for a living. It's kind of crazy when you think you can earn this kind of money, 5 figures a month. You can earn, it's unlimited, because once you pay your admission fee, you can use it over and over and over again for $47 a month. I don't know about you guys, but I went to that ball game last night, and if I go again, I'm going to have to pay again. Okay. You don't have to here. Okay. And the seats, by the way, were really, really close to the, we were on in the left field. Yeah, I know I'm always in the, out in the field, but anyway, we were right on the field. I could see the guys like literally walking right by me. It was so close to the field. It was really, really cool. So I'm kind of showing you guys the same kind of view. You get to see my back office. You get to see how the automation works. Okay. You get to see in the dugout, so to speak, and you get to see how I launch my campaigns. Okay. Is everybody ready to do that? It's really, really super fun. So again, there's only three levels. Okay. They're 200, 500, and 1,000. And of course you can always pay the difference. And people love the automation. I know Jamie's going to be talking here today. I'm going to show you guys real quickly. I have my little presentation here. It's kind of a formal presentation, but the history of GFF is, there's my family and I right here. We're traveling. We're actually back and forth. We love going to Vegas. We're traveling right here. Now, one of the things that I wanted to say is this is not a get rich quick. Okay. This is actually a platform I've used for 4 years, and I've ranked to several leaderboards, and some of those are already disclosed in our private Facebook group, but a lot of people have seen some of the leaderboards that I've been on. And then I teach people now, that is my passion. Okay. I teach people how to rank to leaderboards. That's my passion. I actually love it. And there's something that is just so gratifying and satisfying when you see other people making money. I actually love it. I love it when my members make sales. Okay. So we decided to, again, do this, and my programmer and I, we decided to make sure it's super simple for everybody. So we went from a version where it didn't have the done for you platform or the email follow-ups to a version now that's super automated for people. And all you have to do, honestly, is drive traffic to the capture page. I know it sounds so simple, but that is really where we've boiled it down. Okay. So for 25 years, my programmer has been programming these programs. He works for a major bank. He's really super good at it. It's all secure. You will never have to worry about your leads. All of the leads and the data is stored on a third-party autoresponder. And I'll show you again in the back office of mine where I never touch your leads. Okay. There's some companies out there, and it really irritated me. Some of the company owners. In fact, I discussed this with my team in depth of the problem that was out there. And the reason why I wanted to launch this in 2019 is because some of the company owners or some of the support platforms that have the sales funnels and whatnot and the tools for this business for affiliate marketing, they were taking my leads. And I even had a recent run-in with that last year after I got out of the hospital. Believe it or not, I had company owners and coaches and things like that taking leads from me. So I said, you know what, enough's enough, And the other problem was the customer support. You're talking to, and you can ask me questions today. I am the company owner. Okay. So, and the other thing was that it took so long to get the commissions. Right here today, if you refer someone today, literally you get instant paid to either your Cash App, Venmo, however you want to get it, Bitcoin. I mean, you name it, you decide how you want to get paid. Okay. And then the other thing is they kept saying, geez, it's so automated. But a lot of those companies and those sales funnels, they were not branded to me. They were not something where I could say, hey, take a look at my video before they saw the company presentation. And that's one of the reasons why, boom, I decided to have 5 bridge pages for people so that they can brand themselves. It's actually quite a tool. I've made a lot of money with the bridge pages here with the Get Fearless Freedom. Okay. And I've taught people how to use those. The other thing is a lot of company owners, they will launch a program and a platform, but they don't know where to get the leads. Okay. That is key. And I told a couple people today that I would share, there's a difference between lead generation. We do permission-based lead generation here, okay? In other words, we can't spam anybody. You don't want to spam anybody because of the CAN Spam Act. You want to read up on some of these things. So with the capture pages, when you're driving traffic, when you're doing advertising, they're asking you for information and permit. They're asking you to get on your list, which obviously you want to do. If you have a bulk list, okay, and I know there's a lot of companies saying, hey, such and such has 20 and 30,000 subscribers, but technically, no, they're not your subscriber if they did not say yes to getting onto your list. That is big. I just want people to know that. If they are not opting into your capture page and they didn't say, hey, Tammy, hey, Robert, hey, Susan, hey, Valerie, I am, putting my email address in, and they're not on your list, and you all of a sudden, boom, upload 20, 30,000 people onto your AWeber list from a bulk list, you're going to get shut down. You're going to get shut down with AWeber. Your AWeber is going to go, no, wrong. Okay. So there's a right way and a wrong way to build a list. All right. There really is. And it just frustrates me. You can see it frustrates me to see that there's other people out there saying, hey, I have a list of 20,000. Well, if you have a list of 20,000 on your AWeber, you did a lot of work with it. You didn't just all of a sudden, boom, get it in a back office, because they have to ask for the information. Okay. So we use places to do that. All right. All right. So I think I went over that enough. All right. So here's the levels, and I'll go over the 1,000 level. I just want to glance up here real quickly and go over again the awareness. So whenever you want to make money online, you're going to need a sales funnel eventually. If you're a new person online, I get it. Some of this stuff might be new to you, but you will eventually be told about a sales funnel. A sales funnel has changed my life. I can drive around, I can have a great time, I can do whatever I want to do with the family, and same with my team members. My leaders on here, they know the feeling of getting automated sales, okay? And they know the feeling of getting automated leads coming on. Because if you have a funnel, think about it like in the kitchen, okay? And you got a bunch of, or a funnel from the kitchen, you got a bunch of people coming at the top, right? And you're sifting and sorting. I remember like my grandmother used to sift and sort that flour. You guys remember that? I'm sort of dating myself here, but she used to sift and sort that flour. And then at the bottom, it was good flour. You guys remember that? So anyway, what we're doing here is we're putting a bunch of people at the top. We're allowing that sales funnel, and this is part of the sales funnel process, is this Zoom. And then at the end, boom, you got a customer, okay? And when you build a good customer and you have that good list, you will have loyalty. You will have loyalty, meaning that you can rank to the top of a leaderboard for any company. Does that make sense here today? If you have loyalty and you've built that trust, you've built that know, like, and trust, you're going to always be able to stay in business, no matter whether your MLM shuts down, your high ticket shuts down. How do I know this? Because it's happened to me. They don't call me the fearless mama for nothing, okay? Sometimes these companies, they actually get really irritated if all of a sudden, boom, they see someone ranked the leaderboard. It's happened to me 2 times in my career. It's actually happened to me, 2. All right, there's a third one in there, but I didn't really count it too much. But they can take away your check. They can. It's happened. You want to look in the terms and conditions of these companies, okay? When we're talking about network marketing space, especially if I had to repeat or bold anything on the Zoom here today, it's sharing my experience and my knowledge of what I've gone through in this industry. In 12 years, I'm going to go through some stuff, right? So I'm just sharing some of my knowledge here with you guys today. So what you want to do is you want to build your own asset, okay? Rob, if you want to help people come on, if you can see them as they're coming on, you want to build your own asset, which is in the mastery level. In the first level, obviously, you're going to get the tools in order to build your own asset. Listen, Facebook is not an asset. Is anyone on here Mark Zuckerberg? Anyone? Or anyone on YouTube or any of the social media platforms? If so, I'm honored to have you on my Zoom, but I don't think so. None of us do. We don't own any of those. And there's always new ones coming out. Okay. But what you do want to own is your AWeber or GetResponse. We use those too. We use those two platforms because we own those lists. We can actually own those lists. Okay. So the other cool, I know a lot of people want me to talk about this part. This comes in the 500 level, the mastery level. Okay. You can post on Craigslist, and I do. In fact, it's one of my secret little honey holes. Okay. And I always have to look to see who's on my Zoom because I have a lot of people trying to get some of my, in fact, I have a lot of a little repeat. They try to copy and paste some of my ads, but there's one thing they don't have is an auto reply software. I'm the only one online that has that automation, that software. Okay. Because my programmer programmed it. So on here right now, as we're sitting here, we have people replying to our leads on Craigslist. I know Jamie will talk about it too, about her Craigslist experience. She's going to town with it because there's a lot of people, I'll be honest with you, I'm one of them. There's a lot of people that just don't like social media. Okay. So you can build this however you want to build this. We just give you guys suggestions, right? Like suggestions, like, you guys ever watch Duck Dynasty? That Cy, anyone know who I'm talking about? Cy on there? Yeah, he was like, hey, I'm just going to give you a suggestion. It says 55 miles an hour, but that's just a suggestion. Remember that part? It was so funny. Remember that one, Jamie? I remember that episode. We actually got to see the Duck Dynasty family. We took Rob on a cruise when he graduated from high school. I actually homeschooled my kids. So I got to, of course, run this business while I was homeschooling my kids. And we said, well, where do you want to go, Rob? And he said, I want to go on that Duck Dynasty cruise. So that was his graduation gift. Isn't that cool? So anyway, he's got pretty cool parents. I don't believe in, sharing too much of my story, but I just like you guys to know the kind of the time freedom that these systems has given my family and I. So anyway, back to the nitty gritty. You guys are going to want to make sure that you get the automation in place because it is really cool and fun to be able to say, hey, I got a $500 sale, $500 sale, I got a $1,000 sale, and it comes in with automation. So that's one of the reasons why I do like off of social media. A lot of the social media trainings and whatnot lately are teaching the inbox methods, which I'm not real fond of or keen of. It's fine. But I personally don't do Facebook messaging. I like people coming to me. So we do teach that attraction marketing on Facebook. In fact, my son here has amazing training back in the back office and in the paid group. I'm telling you, people are crushing it with Facebook as well. So back to the Craigslist, you can actually, as your account gets seasoned, and I want to say this very carefully, if you're not familiar with Craigslist, do not try to do this without my software or without my training. If you are on here and you are listening and you're trying to get around it without, purchasing or whatever, you will get banned and you will go through a lot of Gmails. Okay. With my software and with Craigslist, we have our special automation back there, and you'll get an actual account with the email address that we give you. Okay. So there's like 6 steps back there. It's real simple. 6 steps to get your ads put up. I'll show you guys my live ones right here real quickly to prove the point. You log into my account. It's thinking. I have about 30. I have these that I can refresh. So as you can see, I can max out my account, but I've had this for about a year. So don't, again, try to do as many as I have, but I have leads like literally boom, 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 all day long. All day long, my phone's going off like this with leads coming in, okay? I mean, look at my leads, look at the action in my inbox, okay? These are just leads. These are AWeber. They're getting on my AWeber right now as we speak. I am an expert lead generator. That's all I have to think about because then they're listening to my 7-minute video. Isn't that cool? I mean, last night while we're having fun, Bob and I at the ball game, he's like, "Sheesh, you got to turn that phone off. It keeps dinging with the leads coming through. Ding, ding, ding." What you want is you want a massive amount of leads coming through your sales funnel. That's the ultimate lifestyle, right? That's the ultimate way to live and to kind of have a enjoyable life. the way I look at it, you know? So anyone have any questions so far? I'll keep going if not. I don't mind participation. I really don't. This is obviously this is what's going to look like. These are some of the ads. I try not to pause too much on that. Again, I have some people taking some of my ad wording. You know, if you're going to take my ad wording, do it a little differently so that my team and I actually have quite a few, 4 or 5 people have said to me, hey, you know what? Your ads are all over and, you know, they're going to get flagged by the people, but, you know, it's kind of crazy with this online world. So I try not to show too much of my Craigslist until you guys are a member, just so you guys know. I'm transparent, but there are some things we got to keep secrets, okay? So in the 500 level, my son loves talking about this one. This is actually what our other passion is my husband and I, we actually have been buying and selling for years, not only just real estate, but also other items, physical items, okay? I know a lot of people talk about the online and the digital and this and that, but I'm a little old-fashioned. I love to hold things in my hand. I really do. I love to hold things in my hand. So I'll be telling you guys about a special bonus that I'm going to have at the end of the 90-day challenge for the top 5 affiliates, okay? And it's going to be something that you guys are going to really love, and you're going to be able to hold it in your hand. I don't really believe in leaderboards. I think leaderboards are cool, but I also think that they cause a little bit of a competition. So I'm not a leaderboard company, but I do give out awards and prizes, and we're going to have that at the end of 90 days for the top 5 affiliates, the ones that bring in the most people. You guys will actually get something special from me, okay? So, and you'll be able to hold it in your hand. I'll announce that on Monday on the paid Zoom. So this is the 1000 level. We're actually changing the wording a tiny bit on here, where my thoughts are, of course, I'm teaching people how to rank up to leaderboard. So we are going to have that as far as the level. It's still going to stay, but we're going to adjust some of the wording there. I'm telling you right now, this one alone has 80 videos, okay? 80 videos of peer training back there. Besides what I have back there myself. And so when I built Get Fearless Freedom, I said, no PLR products. Nope. In fact, if you have a skill or some sort of, you know, lead generation strategy or some method of marketing online, I'd love to talk to you, because I could bring you in, just like I did with Brianna. I could bring you in and I could showcase what you do for work, and it will give you and bring you in more sales, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say today, Rob. If you wanted to go ahead and then Jamie can talk. And then if we have any questions up to this point, it's a very simple platform. We just simply share a website. And I know it sounds like some people make it more complicated. And again, because they want you to think it's complicated. Some of your sponsors want you to think, oh no, you're going to have to keep paying me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, you know, and keep forking it out. I know there's some communities where they start where it's at like $5,000 to even close your sales, for example, you know. And here today, I wanted to tell you guys that I will actually close your sales too. We have a special form, and we'll be going over that on Monday. A special form if you guys want us to help you, because sometimes in the beginning, some people do not want to speak to anybody, and I totally understand. I never saw myself doing these Zooms. I never did. I was like, you crazy? In fact, there was one gentleman, I can't remember I think his name was Bruce, and it was like in 2012 or 2013, and he had asked me, hey Tammy, do you want to come on a conference call, and do you want to help me with the presentation? I said no. Absolutely not. I said, I do not know what I'm going to say. I have no clue what I'm doing. So you guys know that I've come from that space, okay? It just didn't happen overnight where I could jump on a Zoom, be live on my YouTube, recording it, and have 40 people on a Zoom. No, I've come a long ways, right? And some of you guys and gals that know me know that I have come a long ways. So it does take practice. And so I totally understand that as well. So we do have that support. Right now, almost all the sales are being closed through and via the email portal, but I don't mind, like I said, answering questions if people have them. Okay, so Rob, you want to go ahead and give your special input on how your training has been helping people? And as you can see, Rob is where are you at? No, I'm kidding. He's sitting probably by the pool. He has his background on though. But anyway, Rob, if you want to take it over, and then we'll have some of the members talk and share their experiences here.
Sure. Thanks everyone for being on, listening to my mom, and it's actually a family thing, so you are in the right hands if you like family operated all American businesses. You can get in on the action today with Get Fearless Freedom. I actually have my freedom shirt on, and that's why it's my
Awesome.
new thing. Every time we have our promo Zoom, I'm gonna try to wear that. But basically what I love about Get Fearless Freedom is it's actually gained a lot of confidence in my life. Quitting a 9-to-5 job in 2017 after being held at knife point at my Verizon job made me quit. And I don't know what your why is today, but I sure hope you get back to who invited you and you begin immediately. Because when I was held at knife point, I had three gentlemen come in. I was about 21 years old at the time, and they came in with some pocket knives and distracted me from talking about one iPhone to another Android phone and whatnot. And I'll never forget it because it was all on recording. It was all on video. They could see me, cussing at them and everything and telling them off. And I didn't really know much until a Good Samaritan told me. They're like, well, they basically, yeah, they just took a few phones from you. And what's funny about that, guys, is the criminals are not bright. Those phones are all got iCloud on them, and Apple is able to, recover that. So that's actually what made me quit, because after Verizon Corporate, that's correct, Verizon Wireless, the cell phone company you see everywhere, and you probably have maybe, they didn't care about me. They didn't care about me, and my mom cared about me more, which of course that's going to be more truth, right? Of course, she's my mom. But my point is guys, the corporate world does not care about you. They don't, and they don't. And so when I started looking and working for myself as quitting my job and actually becoming full-time, that's right, full-time. I don't work another job. I don't half it. I go full-time because my why is actually bigger than most people when it comes to going out broad and helping more people. So my thing is, when I immediately took that action, and what was really crazy is, as much as you may be inspired by what happened, and I'm 28 years old now, but the thing is I waited a whole year. I quit in 2017, and I literally looked at the systems that my mom has always been in and what she finally built with GFF. But I literally looked at it, guys. Just like you guys are looking at the Zoom, I pondered a whole year to even work with her. And I literally kicked myself. Here I'm watching my mom help all these people, making all this money with them, and they're making money. And I'm pondering myself at a year, okay? And I'm like, wow, so that right there tells you take action today. And so the freedom that it's given me, Get Fearless Freedom, is not only have I lost over 40 pounds in 1 year, I'm beginning to look like Zac Efron. I'm starting to build out and do muscle builds and
I was
freaking
like, who is that? And then he showed
yeah,
me a
people
picture.
are
I'm
like,
like,
are you even,
I don't
who
know.
are you, Robert? And I'm like, and it's amazing. I went out to karaoke last night. I'm meeting all these great new friends and the confidence level. But then I start to look at, I look at and let's just be frank, we're all here to make money, but you look at your wits about you and your gratitude. And I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, for one little Zoom to that, I helped another few more people. And then they're starting to help more people because Get Fearless Freedom works with any business. So that's why I started to like it. And I was like, wow, you mean I got to get rewarded in a form called currency, money, right? In exchange of energy. And so I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Not only my gratitude's highly there, because when I get a sale, I'm like, look what I worked for. I worked for $10.25 an hour at Verizon, and I was held at knife point. guys, get out of your funk, get out of your whatever, your world, your mind, whatever, and definitely join the person that invited you today. And so that's what started pushing me. And then I worked with my father, and we do the side gig business. So we have actually a side gig hustle, which is cool. I'm going to show you my screen real quick. This little Mac is just, man, it's helped me. But we got this piece right here, and this is a real piece, by the way. Okay, some people, that's not real. No, it's a real piece.
It's real.
It's a Cuban artist. His name was Rene Portocarrero. Okay, and I'm not rolling my R's. Okay, Fernand's gonna laugh. But Rene Portocarrero, this guy, we picked this piece up, real piece. It was $1,200 we got on one of the auction sites that we give you in the back office. Okay, $1,200. Look at this beauty. Look at this. This was an actual oil on canvas. If anyone's into art, and they want to know terminology, this is an oil on canvas. Okay, a true Rene Portocarrero. We bought this for $1,200, and guess what? Through the places of our local auctions and places that we've found, and how we flipped it with the process that my dad does through the $500 level, we flipped it for ready $7,500.
That's correct.
That's correct, $7,500. So we took a profit on average. You got what? 7,500. You minus 1,200. That's $6,300. Give or take. You got gas. You got food. You got all the all that thing. But you're talking about basically $6,100 plus in profit for the very methods that my father teaches here. And then my mom kind of wanted to cover that, but she wanted me to take over.
Yep.
And so in the 7-minute video, I kind of lightly talk about it. But we got Rolling Stone, we got a Mickey Mantle, we got a Rolex 1991 was a date time watch. So we actually picked up. This is an Elvis Presley piece, a new modern art piece. We like to pick up Morgan Silver dollars. We like to pick up Carson Cities, stuff that's like really like I really love this stuff. And then we got this. This is the blue Submariner. This is like you call it it's not a Pepsi. I'm trying to remember the exact term, but this piece right here, right at the bottom, is actually valued at $50,000. We got this for $3,200, and it's valued at $50,000. Guys, people are literally sleeping right now. We're at an economy that is at a slope, but doesn't mean you can't make money. So that's what we teach and Get Fearless Freedom. And that's why I'm so passionate about this level. That's me. That's my passion, right? Because that's my thing. Because I'm only an extension of my father. He doesn't get on Zooms. I'm only being his apprentice to tell you guys his background information that he's been given to me and then I portray to others. So that's what we got at the $500 level. And he teaches a lot of cool things. But you can see it's a family passion business, not just a family business. It's what we've accumulated, and then we've flipped and reflipped. But one of my favorite, of course, and I watched it happen in my own right in front. We were actually at another auction. It was pretty awesome. This Rene Portocarrero, this is amazing. Literally in my own eyes, I saw it right on my phone because it was an online auction. We flipped it to a local area, and I'm looking at this, and it keeps going up. I was like, Dad, it's at 5,200, 54, 54.50, 57. Oh, 6,000? What?
That's when I texted you.
I mean, I'm watching it in real time. I'm not kid you not. And the auctioneer of another auction that we were at, physical, right there, and he's like overlooking at me. He's like, he knows like we're excited. And it's funny because like I'm trying to keep my excitement. I'm poker face a lot of times but I keep looking. I'm literally like jumping up and down. I could not handle myself because we bought this thing at $1,200, guys. Can you imagine if you took $1,200 on a painting with the education, and stuff like that as you learn as you go, and then the fact that you flipped it for, I mean, guys, that's life changing. Think about that. Getting a freaking check for $6,300. Imagine that happened right now. So That's what I mean. This is more powerful than just a level that you join in at. And in fact, my dad's own wording at the $500 level. And then you got the $1,000 level. That thing's amazing, right? You know, you got all the training, you got all the things that my mom has. So I get really on a roll, but the reason I do is because it's just like after that whole thing happened with Verizon, and it's like a pain point. You know, a lot of people go, I don't like my job, I don't like my boss. Yeah, well, have three freaking people with a knife come in at your job right now and tell me how that feels. And you're the only one closing. Oh, did I tell you that? I was the only one
Yeah, he was the
closing.
only one there.
And guess what? They didn't
And to
change
have
their
me get the phone
policy.
call, I was like, and you were 40 minutes away from me. I was feeling really, really frustrated and helpless. And it's scary. It's scary
Yeah.
to work in retail, totally. And that's when Rob decided he's never going back.
Yeah, I told them I actually begged corporate. This is a little exposure of the corporate world, but I like to do that. I got the freedom shirt on, so I'm gonna give you guys some freedom. We're just cracking out a 4th of July anyway, right? But I will tell you what I learned when I pleaded and I told my managers and everything, please get two people to close, right? To close the Verizon. And they're like, no, like, you know, our budget and everything. But yet they can go on all their nice little trips. Isn't that fun, guys? So that's what I'm talking about is, you know, grab a hold today, get with who invited you today, okay? And literally take that action because I did, but then I waited a year on it. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. So I'm here to tell you now. And log in, get in, plugged and play. We got amazing Facebook paid group. We got you know, your sponsor. They're all trained up. They're ready to help you. And it's awesome because I'm gonna hand the mic over to Jamie. She's awesome. And yeah, we'll get you guys going, signed up today. It's very easy. We'll have the Zoom open and get you guys going.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Hey,
That's
Jamie.
awesome, Robert.
Jamie, do you want to share your screen? She's got an amazing, I want you guys to see this detail. I mean, like all these amazing people keep coming into my life, including everybody on here. And Jamie came out with this amazing detail, like what each level has. So do you have that available to show everybody today?
I will find it here in just a second.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, and I'll talk while I'm looking for it, but let me tell you something, right? We were going to do a short get together right before the Zoom, our thoughts together. And right before that, I was writing my notes on what I would want to talk about today. And my title is Building Your List in Automation. So when you said that, I was like so excited. I've been sitting here for the past, 40 minutes going, oh my God, I got to jump in. I got to jump in because I was so excited that you were talking about that. And the reason being also what solidifies that is the past week or the past few days. So we have two Facebook groups, right? We have a free group everybody needs to be in. And then when you join, we have a paid group. And I've been posting in there a lot lately, showing everybody what my automation looks like. And whether I'm running solo ads, the Craigslist ads, or posting on social media, I've been showing how all of those things are driving people to the funnel, to my funnel that's provided in Get Fearless Freedom. The email portal starts emailing them for me, which is provided in Get Fearless Freedom. And then our Zooms, inviting to the Zooms on Saturday. And then your people get trained on Monday night. Also, in those groups, Robert provides images for us to use constantly. So talk about automation. Like I think I said in one of my posts, this is automation heaven. And automation for me isn't always just about because I can go and do things with my family, which is great. Automation for me also means I don't have to worry about what to do, because how many times do we join a program and we sit there, we've paid our money, and now we're sitting here going, what do I do? I have to make a list of 100 people. I have to talk to my friends and family. I have to sit on Facebook all day and do DMs. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere very quickly. So when you get in here and you have all these lead strategies provided for you in the funnel setup, that is like pure automation so that you can continue to promote. End of story. It's so awesome. And so what we have here in our community, in our group, is something where you need to be able to get set up quickly. You have to deploy that business as many platforms as you can, and we provide those. You need to be able to make 100% commissions. And we're talking about money that will change your, I like to say change your life because it can pay off bills, it can pay off debt, it can get you your freedom number while still having a life. So that's what I was excited about today. You talking about automation, and it was already in my head this whole week. So I just love that. And I get so super excited about it. So let's see. You want me to share the slides, correct? Or do you have that?
Sorry about that. I was muted. I still
yeah.
have people coming on. I know. I've been letting people on all this time. Wow, a lot of people today. I wanted to share that this is where Jamie posts her results, and I want more people to post their results in this is the free group we talk about. So you can find us on Get Fearless Freedom, Elite Crew, okay? But this is what she's showing. So I show you guys exactly how to do it in Craigslist. It's only like 6-7 steps, okay? So she's nice enough to share, because a lot of people, and this is the thing, I want to see who's coming into my Facebook group. So you have to say who's invited you and where you found out about us, okay? Because I've had to kick out a couple people that I found out was trying to steal our stuff. It just happens. So we just got to make sure we're here on the honor system. If you do come into this Facebook group, I want to know who invited you and are you intending to join us, okay? That's just all I ask, okay? Because I've had this group since 2014, and I've had a lot of people steal my ideas. They're not very successful at it, but they do it. But anyway, here is her post, and then you can see the people replying, and then there's her AWeber's. That's where you get your leads put onto. So isn't that cool?
And that's just a snapshot.
Yeah, that's just a snapshot. So now you can share your screen. Go ahead, Jamie.
Okay, let me figure out where we are. I'm going to share screen, and I'm going to just get it right here. Is that where everybody can see?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay, all right. So what I did was put together this slide. Not only does it help me, but it helped everybody else, which I was so grateful for. And it just condensed everything so that you can see the different levels. We basically have 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. And I believe we have this in the free group, correct?
Yes, it's in there.
Okay. So as you go through it, you'll see for the 200 level plus the 47 a month admin fee, this is everything that you're getting back there. Unlimited number of campaigns, your 5 bridge pages. They track all that data for you. Tammy hosts those pages. You have an autoresponder integration. That's how the email portal works. And that's the done for you email portal. You have all these Zoom trainings, the community support, and also the affiliate integration in the back office means that it is helping take your payments for your people, and your prospects see how they can pay you directly. So you're going to earn 200 commissions on that paid to you for every sign up that you have. And then the second level is the mastery. You have that same information, plus you have the auto reply software and the side hustle gigs that Robert was going over. Level 3, you have the same thing, plus you have over 80 mastery training levels in there. And here's my favorite part, which is the training right here. These are all the training videos that are just inside the Get Fearless Freedom back office. You're going to learn how and what a sales funnel is, why you should even do this, how to stay motivated. Here's your training on Facebook and Craigslist and solo ads, video marketing, how to do click traffic. And this is just what's inside your back office and not there's many more inside the 2 Facebook groups that Tammy provides on a constant basis. So if you want to take over from here, Tammy, I'm good.
You did great. Yeah. And you know what? It's just like an evolving kind of a community, because like I said, there's so many people coming in here, powerhouses, that are coming into our community. And like I said, if you have a strength or something like that, and you want to do a interview style recording with me or whatever, I'd love to have it in my back office. That's what I wanted. It was actually one of my missions to have one of the largest high ticket platform to where, if someone like Ann or someone wants to jump on a Zoom with me, Ann is great at the attraction marketing, my good friend Ann, and we've worked together for many, many years now, so I mean, the sky's the limit. And a lot of times what I've experienced over the years, of course, and I think maybe my good friend Mary Beth is also on here, what we've also experienced and what I wanted to solve for leaders is the people get bored. People get bored, and then all of a sudden they think, oh, I want to get into the program of the week. So they jump into the program of the week. I don't know if you guys seen the email that I sent out, but it is an actual epidemic that we have in this industry. So here with Get Fearless Freedom, you really won't get bored, because you can actually target, let's say, the flavor of the week. Maybe there's a new business in town and you can help that business, because again, this is generic. So you can help those folks like Jamie mentioned. You can help those people that are in other opportunities. So in other words, Get Fearless Freedom is a hybrid. It means that you can resell it as Get Fearless Freedom, the 200, 500, 1,000, or you can offer it to those people that are struggling with lead generation. Let me tell you, when you're in the picks and the shovels business, you can name your own price. You can name your own ticket. And I do it over and over and over again. That's the reason why I created Get Fearless Freedom. So I have many people that use these sales funnels for other companies. I can show you guys what that looks like on Monday as well. I'll give you guys a little glimpse in my back office. In fact, you can see some of my campaigns. Again, what Jamie just shared is, I'm going to bring that up. Let's see. When you're in my Facebook group, you can actually go like this. You can search whatever you want to search, just so you guys know, for Facebook groups. But there's an actual PDF. Where is it here? That we brought for, I can even search. So these are the levels she's talking about, right? She's talking about these levels. And I don't even put it on here. We don't even put it on here that you can use it for other opportunities. But I have many, many other members here that use it for other high ticket. I have used it for other high ticket opportunities, but I'll show you exactly how that works. Okay. And then we'll wrap it up. We'll ask any questions. Actually, I'm going to take this off of my live stream. So if you are listening to me on YouTube, you can always jump on here if you want to see this demonstration. I kind of keep this a little private. I do have some things that, I try to keep a little private. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the live stream. I'll keep recording. Okay. So here we are, a little more private. I will go ahead and log into my back office. I'll show you guys, this is what you can do if you are in another, and some people have passion, you know what I mean? Some people have passion for health and wellness. Some people have passion for mentoring or coaching or whatnot, right? I love it. I have a passion for both, but this is my back office. So you'd get a back office like this. I've showed it to you. Mine's going to look a little bit different than yours because I have the admin portal that everybody loves so much. So I'm following up with your leads. We also have the community masterminds placed right in here. Every time we do one, I have like a whole lineup sent over. But let's say you want to create a new campaign. And this is because I've done it so many times, hundreds of times for people. So you'll know, but every single section in here has a pop-up video. I show you step by step exactly how to set up a campaign. Let's do one. Let's say it's Saturday Success, Saturday Demo. I select one of my pages. You'll have saved pages back here. Okay, this is one of my favorite. Collect emails and earn $1,000. I'm going to put it on one of my lists, which is obviously the Get Fearless Freedom, because I want me to send out the emails for me. So, so I want to make sure I'm there. Now, I always redirect it to a bridge page, but you can actually direct it to wherever you want your prospect to go. In this case, I'm directing it back to the GFF sales page, right? Because I want to collect those $1,000. Okay, this is how simple the campaigns are set up. The reason why I have campaigns, the name campaigns, and not just technically an affiliate link, you know how a lot of other systems just have that, is because, again, this can be used for any other opportunity. All right, so this is the secret. This is the secret little link right here, the redirect page right here, that a lot of people don't realize that you can put it to any page you want to. Heck, you could even send people from an opt-in list, and Jamie did an amazing campaign today where she's putting people for the, yeah, didn't you, Jamie? It was like phenomenal. I didn't even think about it. I was like, see, we're learning from everybody. And so what you do is then you can categorize this. See how many categories I have? So let's just say I'm going to do, and yes, I do offline advertising. You just probably saw USA Today. I'm not live on my YouTube, but I do newspaper ads. I love direct response marketing. So I'm on the newspapers a lot. So anyway, I save my campaign, and then you go to list campaigns, and then you go underneath where you saved it. There's 1,000, there's a Saturday demo. There it is. And now you're ready to launch that page. And again, do you remember when I first started out here today and I said you have to have people's permission? You can't just upload a bunch of people onto your Aweber. You're going to get closed down. You can't take a bulk list that some of these companies are teaching. You can't take a bulk list and put it into your Aweber, because you're going to get shut down from Aweber, and then you'll have to some people get banned actually from Aweber ever using it again. So you got to be very careful on how. So see where, let's say Sandy hits my page. She sees my page on Craigslist, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, you know, where we're teaching, right? Sandy's going to opt in. Well, that's not Sandy's email, but I'm saying hypothetically, this is where you want to send people. So Sandy opts in. What does she see? She sees my page. It's the same thing that Johnny can have, Sally can have. It's all duplicated. Right here is the join link where you guys will all join today. And we do this over and over and over again. Now, I also want to make a note, because there was someone from Australia trying to join today. I don't know if she's on yet or here, but if you do a double email, if you try to do an email for your username, it won't work. You just have to put in a username like Coach with Jamie, or, you know, Coach Jamie, or whatever your handle is, or your brand. I call it handle. I don't know, sorry, back in the 70s, 80s, like our CB handles. But anyway, whatever your online brand is what you want to put in there. Don't put a double email in, otherwise it just won't work, okay? That's how simple it is. It's very easy to sign up. So that's how you sign up. But yeah, from start to finish, it's very automated. And that's what I do, is I launch this and I don't get bored. I don't get bored. Because of my hub. I don't have to, you know, have anything else. Another little, I guess you could say, disclaimer is there's other sales systems out there and funnels, but they're very expensive. I was running some funnels and it was costing me over $300 because you want a bridge page, right? So every time I'd get a bridge page, or every time I wanted a new sales funnel, I'd have to pay my programmer or developer $600 and $700 each time. I'm telling you, it got to be expensive. That was the other reason why I decided to launch Get Fearless Freedom. You can launch unlimited funnels here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. And if anyone has any questions for me, I'll stay on. If you want to get signed up today, I will also stay on to help you get signed up.